What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance tell-all part 2. This is about to be entertaining. But with that being said though, let's not waste any more time and let's get into this absolute madness. And shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel. If you want to join, the bottom down below. Let's get it.
Whoa! Okay, hold up. Tim, Veronica, Jesse, and Jennifer, you guys have thrown out a lot of accusations.
Can we go back to talking about all this? Stick to the truth.
The fact that she's attacking me to this degree, like I've been out running my mouth, I've never said one fucking thing about her.
You just did it. We all saw here in the tell-all. But I need a big wallet to be happy from a man, which makes me materialistic. You don't need to say direct things to be clear about your words.
It's pathetic, man. And then you want to flex with an old Ferrari? Come on, man. I can buy 10 of those if I want to.
I don't even have the Ferrari anymore. I saw her ass 10 times over, so don't even start, please.
Jesse, you said that Tim was telling Jennifer about you while they were together. Let's take a look back at what he said. Jesse, during Tim and Jennifer's season, why were they never intimate?
I think it's pretty obvious. Before Jennifer met him, he was always talking about me and like how great I was and like how she should check me out. And when I heard it for the first time, I was a little out of guard. I'm like, why are you talking about me?
Yeah, why was Tim talking about you?
I think Tim was just admiring me.
Ah. I want to get to the bottom of this. Jennifer, did Tim ever show you pictures of Jesse?
And he actually put the show and he said, do you want to see the hottest man in 90-Day Fiancé Francas? And he put Jesse.
Hey, you know it, Tim. You know it, Tim.
And I'm
That's
honest.
so pathetic, man.
Tim, is that true?
Yeah.
No.
You
Yes.
see his face, man. I'm tired of these liars, man.
Don't
Like,
lie.
guys, get fucking
Don't
real.
lie. Be honest.
It's the eyebrows, the way Tim was just like, listen, for myself in particular, the fact that it took Tim so long to respond, yeah, Tim is looking quite guilty, if you dig what I'm saying, at this moment in time. But hey, let's see what happens.
When we look back on your relationship with Tim, one of the things that people always talk about is the fact that you two were never intimate. Why do you think that was?
He has been reinforcing the false narrative that he never wanted to have sex with me with anybody. Everybody can see that that's just BS.
Yeah. Towards the end of our trip, we actually did try to have sex, and
Disgusting.
I didn't have a condom, and the
Never
stores were
cool.
closed.
Never cool.
What?
I told you, I will never have sex with you. I told you. And you say, okay, then let everybody think that I'm gay.
Okay.
She didn't want you, okay, Tim?
Okay,
God.
I know she
Didn't want you.
Didn't want me. Cool.
Gosh.
So like, all I did was treat your child super nice. I gave you money, bought you shit. You shouldn't utter one fucking bad word about me ever. Jennifer, what about all the nice shit I did for you that you don't want to remember all those things?
See, please, move on, okay? I'm here with the love of my life.
I am moving on. You're the one that...
I have mi papacito, and I'm happy. Good for you.
Like, okay. Okay, is anybody else kind of just like their head is spinning after this conversation?
I think it's entertaining. I really think it's funny.
So,
I can tell you this now, my head is not spinning. She laid the smack down. Hey, Tim, just leave. Just leave it. Evacuate Tim. Don't come back. Okay? You listen, man. Listen. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna be biased. I don't like Tim personally. I'm not a fan of Tim. So seeing him just be like, well, music to my freaking ears, man. But let's get into this.
on and why there's so much animosity here.
I think Tim might be just a smidge jealous.
Nah.
Just a little bit. He's been a
Tim's
little...
had a girlfriend
I've
for
had
2
a
years and
girlfriend
she
for 2
lives
years.
here. They actually live
I
together.
don't think Tim...
Pause. That woman, I forgot what her name is, right? I don't know why she's using the fact that Tim's had a girlfriend for 2 years as an excuse. Listen, people can be in a relationship with someone new, but still be jealous of their ex. That is a thing. And she's a woman. She should know this. I mean, I'm not trying to be sexist or biased, but like, both on men and women's side. But in my life, majority of the time, more women than men. Always jealous of what the man's doing with the new thing, even if they've got a new guy. You know what I'm saying? I've known a couple of little things here and there that will even try and cheat on the current boyfriend with the ex one because they're trying to ruin the ex one's relationship with his new one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, it happens on both sides, okay? I've just seen it more on the female side, okay? Yeah.
Tim, you want to be with Jennifer or you're jealous in that way, but like, come on, I'm jealous of that. Look at that. They're freaking beautiful and they're traveling the world. So I understand.
I don't get jealous for fake, no. They're just both very superficial, like...
What's superficial? Like, this is our real life. We are here in Tulum. We are here in Turkey. We are here in Spain. We have our home in Amsterdam. We have our home in Russia. Like, that's all real. Those are not fake lifestyles. You're just judging two good-looking people living their best life.
He has a lot of homes. Can you say it one more time about the house in Spain?
I don't believe.
Natalie, you were saying you don't believe who?
I believe Jennifer. She's a beautiful woman. She's a single mom. She wants to have good man. I believe her, but unfortunately, I do not believe him.
Wait, you don't believe what Jesse really
That
loves
he's
Jennifer?
into him. No. He does it because he knows it brings a lot of money.
I'm telling you this now. Natalie wants Jesse. That's all it is. She wants him. She sees Jennifer having the lifestyle that she wants. So therefore, she's gonna project this madness about how Jesse isn't. No. Listen. I'm not necessarily saying that Natalie is completely wrong per se, because maybe there is that possibility. But the fact is, though, her opinion isn't coming from it being a possibility. Her opinion is coming from the fact that that's what she wants. That's what she's always wanted. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, buddy.
Natalie team Tim.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't believe it's honest from his side.
Yeah, I don't. He just,
You don't either?
I don't know. I think he just comes off very egotistical.
Self-centered?
Yeah.
It's an aroma of arrogance on Jesse's side.
Yeah. And it's obvious.
You have a big wallet. I don't have one.
You know, in a lot of situations, I would love to support what they're saying and be against Jesse and say that, yeah, I agree with what you're saying, but this is the thing that sometimes we neglect to understand or to remember. Some people come from a certain life, and when they come from that certain life, that's all they know. And each time they date a female who enhances that lifestyle or who is really all about that lifestyle, that person will continue with that same persona. Look at it this way, okay? They're saying that Jennifer's really into Jesse, but you have to understand something. Jennifer has never asked Jesse to necessarily change his ways, the way he is. So the fact is, though, Jesse's been allowed to continue having this same level of arrogance and XYZ because she wants a man like that. And let's talk about the word ego. They talk about how he's egotistical. First and foremost, there's nothing wrong with being egotistical. Successful people are egotistical. People that are ridiculously successful have big egos. And you have to have a big ego to be able to be successful. No one is successful from not having an ego. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. And at the same time, self-centered. That's also another tool you need to be successful. Like, yo, I don't know if you guys know about Robert Greene, okay, and his 40-something laws of power. You learn about these things, okay? So the fact is, all of these people that are sitting there and judge, and who the hell was Big Ed to be judging anyway? Can somebody explain that to me? All these people he's sitting there and judging, his character traits and whatnot, understand he is successful because of those traits. And what's happened is that he has now met a woman who has jumped onto his traits and enhances those traits and allows him to be that person. That's just the bottom line. So to be honest with you, the only way you could see a different Jesse was if he was to fall in love with a different type of woman who stripped those certain things away from him and made him become more vulnerable, which wouldn't be a bad thing per se. But that's not where we are, though. We are in a situation where he's with a woman that gives him those, that allows him to continue in that behavior, in my opinion. And the reason why I'm so strongly against Natalie compared to the rest of the cast, because I know for sure if she was with him, she would be enhancing his traits even more as well. In fact, her whole thing would be, well, he gives me money, he gives me child, he believes in God. What else can I want? That would be her thing, legit. Period. Because remember the guy that she was, is it Mike? I think it's Mike. You know, one of the things one of the things that attracted to him was the fact that he had money. When she came to America and realized that he was in a money situation, her tone changed. I mean, her tone was terrible anyway, even back when they were in Russia, I think, or yeah, it was terrible anyway, in my opinion. But they got worse. Chain of events with Natalie specifically. But the fact is, though, the way they're judging Jesse, in my opinion, isn't based on the right thing. Because as far as I'm concerned, based on how they was in the season together from the very beginning, where the way he was acting bare with Jesse, to see where they are now, I can say personally, in my opinion, their relationship is now being built on feelings. It hasn't been built on the fact that Jesse's an egotistical person. No, it has been built on the fact that his woman enhances that. Because that's what he knows. That's all he's known. That's how he was raised. Anyway, rant over. Yes. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section. That's just my opinion. But hey, let's get into it.
With be confidence. Search your own light and have a high frequency. You know?
But true strength and true high frequency doesn't require putting other people down.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with confidence. It's just something, I don't know,
But what
it's
is
just another
what is
feeling.
arrogance?
What?
Please explain the arrogance that you say.
He's mentioned his 6 homes
Over and over.
Like over and over again.
Like the plan was to move to Spain, and he's like, I have a home here, but we're gonna go to Spain. The question is, where are you all gonna live? Instead of just saying, we're getting a house in Spain, it started off, well, I have a house here, but I'm going to Spain.
You made her look like a gold digger and she's not. But you talking about all your properties.
We are not just traveling the world flashing.
Exactly, that's
that's
our
actually
point.
what we do.
And you choose a good match. But she's into you. She's a genius girl. And don't play with her. This is what I'm saying.
Oh, this is the thing. Like, we actually are completely in love with each other.
Yeah.
Whether you believe that or not.
You all can say whatever you want to say. I don't care because I don't sleep with him every night like I do. So, yeah.
It was.
Okay, let's talk about him being flashy with the home. Again, that's just a part of who he is. If that's how if that's the lifestyle he's come from, that's all he knows. And let's be honest, a lot of wealthy people, and to be fair, well, not even wealthy people, to be fair. I think let's say good-looking people, to be fair. There's a lot of people in this world who are good-looking, but then there's also people who are also wealthy, right? Who legit don't have a personality. Let's not neglect that. Like, yo, I could go to a club right now, right? Well, not this time, but I can go to a club this evening, right? Friday night, I go to a club. I'm gonna have a better conversation with a female that is just average looking compared to a female that is extremely good looking. Because the woman that's been extremely good looking, she's been given everything her whole life. She hasn't had to really build any personality per se. The woman that is average looking needs to have a personality to stand out. It's like myself, I needed to have a personality to stand out. Now, I'm not saying that is 100% like, I'm not generalizing that, by the way, because there are a lot of good-looking people out there who have got an amazing personality, don't get it twisted, right? But I'm just saying that there are so many things that this cast is really neglecting, from the fact that Jesse's probably come from a lifestyle where he's probably given everything, you know what I mean? Always been this guy, you know, he's good-looking, he's got all this kind of stuff. That means really and truly, all he knows to defend himself is just by saying that what he's got. Because that's the life he lives. That's it. But it doesn't mean that, you know, come on, man. Like, yo, I mean, I won't lie to you. I hate the fact that I'm actually defending this guy. I won't lie to you, because in a normal situation, in any other situation, right, I'd be so against a guy like this. But recently, I've been learning a lot about successful people and how they work, how it is, all that kind of mumbo jumbo. Okay, and Jesse is just one of those representations, in my opinion. But hey, let's get into it.
We'd have to say goodbye to Tim and Veronica. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
There's still a lot more to come, but for now, let's take a quick break. We come back. We're going to pick things up with Sinjin.
Okay, great job.
Yay! Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is a lot of shit, bro. So I drink whiskey.
What's the weirdest job you guys have had?
Private investigation.
Ooh! That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
My God.
I did it for 2 years when I lived in L.A.
What kind of investigations did you do?
Usually insurance fraud.
Really?
Yeah.
What about like cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Following up, yeah. You put a little tape on the tail light so you don't lose them on the freeway. You can tell the tail light.
Oh my god.
I was really good at processing. Really good.
That's crazy. I used to be a stripper when I was in my early 20s.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold the phone. What?
I used to be a stripper. Like, I moved out to LA when I was 23, 24.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, I have the apartment. How am I going to pay for it?
Oh, shit.
I was like, I'll just be a stripper.
I knew she looked familiar. I'm like, where do I know you from?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Never brought me change back. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
What's that? I always forget her name, man. Is it Stephanie, right? I don't know if she's just very interested or very, very fake. The very first time we met this woman on screen was when she went to Australia. And I remember her going to the freaking airport, face mask on, all these things ready, talking about, you know, doesn't like people touching her. She's all like phobia this, da da da, blah 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 blah. I can't remember specifically what it was that she has going on with her. But you're telling me someone who has all these things about people was also a stripper around so many. I'm gonna have to go back to that first episode where we saw her. I've got to go back to that airport one specifically to revisit what she actually what she was talking about. You know, and her and the nerves about going to another country, but now I just don't trust her, to be honest with you. something very off key about her because the way she moves, bizarre, very bizarre. She talks about how her YouTube character isn't who she is off air, but then she just comes out with gems like these. Oh yeah, I'm not really someone that likes to, obviously when I'm on YouTube I like to look sexy or that kind of stuff, but in real life I'm not. When it comes on this show with a whole flipping out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not saying that's the right judgment to be using or to be making, but I don't know, man. There's something very off key about this young lady. That's all I want to say.
Hair's always great. Natalie, the tall blonde. Yep. She thinks that Sinjin and I aren't actually broken up. And you guys are just pretending. And then some of the others think that we should be getting back together. Do you think we should?
No.
That's what I said.
No, move forward.
Yeah.
I see moving forward someone to stay with and have children, and then that person you might be with the one to work things through.
Yeah.
How do you feel right now with this whole seeing him again, then trying to tell his side?
It's weird. Like, you have a little bit of butterflies, but then it's also like, when I look at him, I have the feeling of like, damn, it's sad. And I have a feeling of like, yeah, we just weren't good together. Like, I'm actually surprised we tried so long.
Good. So do you think that if I bring up that he probably already knew he didn't want children, he'd get up and get...
When we're together, we're talking about real stuff, you guys get
Because
really
I'm being mom. You're my daughter. No, I don't want kids. I just want to live free. Wing my hair.
Don't be too cute.
Here we go, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm sorry, but I love the mum. I can't wait for the mum to pop off. Boop, boop, boop. Listen, man, I want Sinjin to get it. I don't like the guy. He's another phony one as well. Just saying, my opinion, okay?
And we are back. We're going to pick things up with Sinjin. We still have so much more to dig into, and I want to get another point of view right now with Tanya's mom, who has agreed to join us today. Please welcome Missy.
Hello.
Hi, Missy. I got a lot of questions for you and Tanya.
Oh my God.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
You look great.
Thank you. You look fabulous.
Well, Missy, you have been on quite a roller coaster ride with Tanya and Sinjin. So what were the problems that you saw most in their marriage?
My daughter has had plenty of adventures. She's also goal-oriented. You work hard, you party hard. But you have to work hard.
So did you think that Sinjin just did not have goals?
I had hoped and he had thought that there was goals, but as it was going along, I kept thinking, I don't see where he's working towards any goals. I just didn't see it, and I was like, if it keeps going that way, it's not gonna last.
No, I'm such a free spirit. People don't even fucking understand me.
And that works for somebody else, but not for my daughter.
I know.
It just doesn't work for her.
Yeah. No, I understand that. That's real.
That's all.
That's real.
Okay. Missy, what did you think about Tanya and Sinjin breaking up and not only continuing to live together, but also being intimate?
Uh-oh. Maybe she didn't know. No, I did.
Oh, you didn't know? I was like, oh, shit.
No, I did.
Oh, good.
I always told her, do whatever you want to do it. Don't worry about the rest of the world. I'm your mother, and if I'm not judging you, don't worry about anyone.
Here's one thing, though, Missy, you did have to worry about. During the season, you seem surprised about your financial responsibilities for Sinjin coming to this country. Are you worried about that sort of blowing up in your face?
To go live off the government. He might live off in a tent, but not off the government.
No, he would never do that.
That's the only way I would be liable, is if he were to seek any kind of financial assistance from the government.
He's so bad with paperwork,
he won't be able to
never
figure it out.
So you don't have any concerns about being financially responsible for him?
No.
No, don't think so.
So since Sinjin has left, has he asked either one of you for financial assistance?
Not me. I don't know. It's probably hit her up, and she won't tell me that.
She's got a little smile on her face.
I mean, everybody needs help every now and then to get going. So that would be between them.
Have you accepted any money from Tanya since you left?
Yes.
You have?
Yes, I have. I'll be real about that. She gave me, I think, $2 grand. I gave it right back to her.
No, I didn't. You owe me for the taxes still. Here's the story with the $2,000. He says, hey, my rent's actually due today. The money hasn't come in yet. I'm short. Can you send it to me? And I'm like, actually, your rent's not due till tomorrow. If the money hasn't come in, let me know. The next day, I see him catching a flight to California.
Are we going there now, eh?
Well, the truth, they're asking.
I know, let's go.
And I said, Sinjin, I don't mind helping you when you're in dire need, but this isn't a dire need. I understand you had money you thought were coming in and didn't, but that's not my fault.
Hey, Sinjin, why were you going to California on that flight?
I was going to go have some fun at the beach.
Well, his rent was due and needed money and waiting
For
on
one
money.
day. Wow.
But why?
Because I don't give a fuck.
You had to ask to borrow money
That's
to do
the
it.
big deal. I don't get it, you know?
Sinjin, who were you meeting in California?
I'm not saying.
Can I just say something real quick, okay? It's funny how they all sit there judging Jesse over there, but at least Jesse gives his woman what she wants. At least he won't, you know, find out a lie or all this kind of stuff. St. John, on the other hand, let's proceed.
Saying anything about all those things.
Tanya, do you know who he was meeting?
No. But the whole thing is, if it was just a friend or just a guy, you would have been like, oh, just a guy friend. But instead, you were seeing someone else and you still hit up me, and that's what hurt the most.
What's the big deal?
Wait, so you asked to borrow money so you could go to California and see another woman?
Yeah. No, it was to pay his rent.
Money to go, like you guys don't get it.
I offered to call and pay like the rent directly, and he said, no, just put it in the account, and I refused.
Okay.
Well, it's not my fault you're fucking looking wherever I'm going, so I don't know. Okay. No, she was looking where I'm going, like what I'm doing, where I'm at, checking my stories, like who I'm with, where I'm going.
Good thing she did, because she's going to pay for you to go to California.
No, I wasn't really on my way. I had all my shit set up.
It's the timing.
I needed $2 grand for one day, bro.
Yeah, but it's the timing.
That was it is. I knew I should have fucking never did that.
Apologize, sir.
Oh, I have so many times. Like everything is cool already.
No, you haven't. You've never apologized for that day. You've justified it so many times.
I've never apologized for that day. Are you serious right now? Yo, I have come to you so many times and say how fucking embarrassed I'm feeling about doing this. How vulnerable I feel about asking my if. Oh my god. Okay.
Just go apologize.
I'm sorry.
You see the way they treat St. John compared to the way they treat Jesse, and I have to make this comparison because here's the thing. Jesse is treated based on the fact that he's a handsome, rich dude who's got all these properties and likes to be boasting and existing. St. John, on the other hand, is a guy that isn't wealthy, okay? Handsome maybe, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Listen, but he hasn't got money, right? So, the way they, and bear in mind, Jesse and, I think Jesse and, both Jesse and St. John are both, they're both foreign as well to the United States, right? So, I'm just saying, it's just very interesting how they give, and here's the thing. There's never been a point in this episode where we've seen Jesse say anything negative about Jennifer. You know, if anything, the whole series is, well, if anything, the tell-all has more been about Jennifer having a friend, a male friend, who's obviously there. You know what I mean? Okay, Kaku, you know what I'm saying? That's what the predominant, she was the one with the issues, but Jesse was still there, still stuck around for his woman, because obviously he has feelings for her. If Jesse didn't care about Jennifer, then he wouldn't have stuck around knowing that there's this dude in the way, or there's this guy who's still lurking around, point blank, period, okay? That would never happened. But the fact is, though, St. John is the guy that has been lying to, what's her name again? Shit, why do I also get the names? Tanya, that's it. He's the one that's been lying to Tanya for days, since forever. Oh, come on, man, listen. And look at him, he's sitting there saying, F this, F that. Jesse's kept it cool, calm, and composed. People don't like people that are able to keep it cool, calm, and composed. Because if they can't trigger them, then that means they're not getting what they want. I'm just saying, the energy is so different for Jesse and St. John. And in my opinion, it's purely because it's my opinion is because of the pedestal that Jesse's on in terms of his own life, and St. John isn't there. But like I said before, there are hypocrites in the show like Big Ed who have the audacity to comment about Jesse when he's got an ego, he's arrogant. In fact, Big Ed is probably the worst man on the stage. He's the one that treats the women the worst in history, give or take. Just what I'm saying. The energy is interesting, isn't it? But hey, man, let's get into it. Oh, yeah.
I think we're all in agreement. This is great that these two did not continue.
Absolutely. Yeah. Best decision ever.
Well, once in Phoenix, St. John wasted no time hitting the town, and it wasn't long before he went on his first dates and splitting from Tanya. Let's take a look at how that went.
What do you really want in a relationship? What is your mindset on that?
I want to have a family, she's pretty. Within the next 5 years, I better have children. Did you want children in your past relationship?
That was one of the mainest things in our relationship, why we actually split it up, you know. She expressed that, she's ready for children, but right now, this is one thing that I cannot commit to at the moment.
Why do you always say right now?
I'm not ready. Who's doing all of that?
I really appreciate you.
ever since I've been single, it's been a bit tough road, but now I feel happiness and so much confidence coming back. And now I know I totally made the right choice by leaving Tanya. I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
My future looks bright. I'm just like a feather in the wind, baby.
You told me she wasn't that pretty. She's gorgeous.
She's very pretty.
You don't want to hurt my feelings?
How was it, Tanya, seeing Sinjin on a date so fast?
I guess the biggest thing is, like, did you feel ready to, like, move on? Like, or were you like, shit, this is too soon? I don't know.
Yeah, at the time, you know, I maybe miss an opportunity that comes my way or meet somebody that I'm supposed to meet because I was closed up and doing relationships. So, let me tell you, it was not easy to do that. It was strange.
I think, like, the one thing I just want to say to you is, like, I feel like that was quick. I understand just kind of wanting to be open, but I think it's very quick. And I feel like I don't want you to start having these, like, create a pattern or bad habit. You met me, you're open to the universe, and it didn't end too well.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe make sure, I want you to be so happy, and I really feel like you need to focus on yourself and getting yourself really together. You can say you are, but you're not, baby. You're not.
I also enjoy not being all together.
I wish he was as open to Tanya's advice as he is to the universe.
That's all. She means well by giving you that advice. Thank you, Stephanie. That was well said.
I just want to know, Tanya, did Sinjin say to you he never wanted kids?
Yeah. He said, I know for sure I do not want kids.
Right, and he told me that.
So how would you feel, let's say in 3-4 years, Sinjin finds someone new and happens to get her pregnant? How would you react? How would you feel about that?
I think I'm going to feel like, I think a part of me is going to feel like, damn, like, why couldn't he do it with me? Right. But
if I was Tanya, I wouldn't even feel, damn, why couldn't he do it with me? No. The fact is, though, you know, they I don't like the way they're projecting as if him not wanting to have children was the only issue with Sinjin. There's so many other things about him that also isn't cool. Like, listen, Tanya complained about the fact that she felt like, you know, if anything, he was more like a child than he was like a man, purely because, you know, he lived this world of being a free spirit. He lives in the world of being a free spirit, you know, not really having to worry about finances, not really worrying about a career, not really worrying about chasing goals, you know, basically what Jesse is in a nutshell. I love bringing it up. Yes. But the fact is, though, with Sinjin, it wasn't just the fact that he didn't want children. Do you know what I mean? There's more to that. There's so many things about him that screams not complete. I wouldn't advise any woman to be in a relationship with Sinjin at this moment in time in his life, because he hasn't got to that point in his life where he, in my opinion, understands responsibility. Now, responsibility is something that can happen in different ways. You know, responsibility is something. Responsibility is, in somewhat respectfully, is a category of its own, right? But what I'm trying to say is, based on the type of man that she wants, Sinjin isn't responsible based on what type of man that she wants. He may be responsible for a different type of female, and that's the female that maybe he could end up getting pregnant, okay, whether it be planned or by accident, but that's a different conversation because that'll be a different type of female. But based on the type of responsible human being that Tanya wants, Sinjin will never be that. 100%. And the reason why he will never be that, especially with Tanya, is because throughout their whole relationship, everything was tick for tack. It was always, I can do one better than you. It was always, oh, you know, who's gonna have the last word, which is why it would never work. So even if Sinjin wanted to have a child and she stuck with him because he wanted to have a child, that would be toxic, because that means that child would grow into an environment of where mommy and daddy is always trying to outdo each other in a very toxic, unhealthy way. So I don't know why this whole child thing is the main topic. Oh, if you had a child elsewhere, I'll be like, oh, why couldn't it be me? Girl, be happy it wasn't you. You need to go find a man that's on your level. You're both on two different freaking... Come on, man. People in their relationships are ignoring the actual problems. This is why people live in so many toxic relationships, because they focus on one thing that is probably the least important thing out of them all that needs to be fixed. And then when they fix that thing, they're like, everything should be okay. But guess what? It's not okay, because you haven't got down to the root, the actual pillars. And the fact is this. Not everyone, sometimes you have to understand, and this is what Tanya said herself in the last episode. We just aren't compatible. Which means there's a lot of things you don't get along with. Why are we forgetting that Tanya and the rest of the crew
Damn. Him along with that. Yeah, and then I would feel happy because I do think he'd be a great father. Like, I feel like he'd be an amazing father.
But he wouldn't be a good husband.
No, but not
2 or 3 years from now, she may be the one that's found somebody who's got that traveling adventure structure and give me a grandbaby girl. And I'll be happy. And she'll be happy.
That's what I hope for you, you know?
And you can have it all. You deserve it.
Like, Tanya, the day I left, you know, I even said, like, I hope you get somebody that's 4 times stronger than me to look after you. You know, I hope you get what you want out of life, because I know how badly you want to be a mother as well. You see that, and I just hope that whoever you meet next, you know? He's a lot better than me. He travels more, he has more money than me, he's better looking, he's stronger.
A lot more money
and he gives you 7 children.
Oh, that's sweet.
You meet someone with your goals, strong, and you're gonna be happy.
So since you and Sinjin have been separated, have you been dating?
I went on a date, actually not too long ago, but there's no spark.
Yeah.
No spark.
Yeah. Do you think you're too involved in his afterlife, the after Tanya life?
I think we do talk, we're still friends, and I want the best for Sinjin.
Missy, thank you so much for coming and talking to us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tanya, we'd love for you to stick around as we turn our attention over to Natalie.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure meeting you all.
Nice to meet you.
Sinjin, wish you well.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Natalie, how are you adjusting in Florida?
I think I finally happy, which is good, and I'm meeting great people. I think I found peace and something else.
Okay, all right.
And I think I had a really tough time. And I deserve some happiness now, finally. I feel good. I feel very good in Florida.
So nothing really about Squim you miss?
Let me think.
Damn.
Nothing at all.
I mean, it was COVID. It's not Scream. It's a beautiful place. I came. It was COVID, and Mike wasn't there for me. Never. After this single life, he found another woman.
Michael found another woman.
Really?
Wow.
And I will be happy for him if he be honest with me. But we don't talk.
How did you find out?
Through our friends. They wrote me, sent me pictures.
It's all over the internet.
Wow. That's an awful way to find out.
No matter how you feel, it still hurts.
And she's beautiful, very beautiful.
How does Mike have all this game? I don't get
He's
it.
a Scorpio, you know. Scorpio people, they just...
Yeah.
Well, Natalie...
Scorpios ain't got game, you know what I'm saying? Libras, you know what I'm saying? I'm joking, man. Chill, allow me. Anyway. The fact is, though, he's found another woman, and what? Why are you being nosy for? Let him be. Focus on yourself, dearie. See what I mean, though? I told you. This is what I was talking about earlier on. I said this, man. When that woman with Tim was talking about, but Tim's had to go home for Listen, I told you. She's been out there dating herself, but she's found that Michael a girl, and look, she's acting jealous. I told you, man. Just because somebody's got a new partner doesn't mean they're not jealous of the ex, man. And that woman tried to say it at the beginning, and I pointed out that she was a female, so she should know this. And then we come to this. Natalie's now just displaying exactly what I was talking about.
is doing her best to put her failed marriage to Mike behind her. She moved all the way across the country to put distance between them. But now he's here to speak about their turbulent relationship.
Oh, shit.
Everybody, please welcome Mike.
Oh.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
How we doing, everyone?
How are you doing?
It's been good.
Good to see you.
You too.
Natalie, how long has it been since you've seen Mike?
3 months ago.
Okay.
I'm happy to see you.
You too.
You look good.
Thank you.
That's a little icy, Mike.
I don't know what to say. I'm here. She's still breathing, so yeah, glad she's still alive. And
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Let me ask you, how have you been doing since you and Natalie separated?
I've been doing all right. Just work's been keeping me really busy as usual, and doing a bunch of things on the farm. I still have my home in Squib, but I just got an apartment in Seattle, so.
Oh, okay. Now, what made you move to Seattle or get an apartment in Seattle?
They canceled like 50% of the ferries and a bunch of other things, so it takes about 5 hours to get back and forth on the day now, so it's just not worth it.
It's funny because when I came, you never moved to Seattle. But all of a sudden, now when I left, you moved to Seattle.
This place happened to come up right down the street from my work, and it just happened to work out.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
Shit happens. Things takes patience, and that's one thing Natalie doesn't really have. She wants to get to the finish line right now.
He would stay at his work for 12 hours. I never saw him. He would come and he would go to work. So practically my 90 days was Natalie and the wood. Not Natalie and Mike, and he knew it, and we just couldn't make it.
I saw the segment, and to be fair, it made me emotional that day that you left the house and your girlfriend picked you up. Do you regret leaving him that day alone? And
no, I don't.
I remember seeing the pain in both of your guys' eyes, but do you think you should have stayed and maybe given it another chance?
I felt so miserable. I came to America confident. I was good looking and everything, and I moved to farm. I put 20 pounds. I lost my confidence. I became on antidepressants. And
you know that
She was eating a bunch of carrot cake she fell in love with.
Well, that's what you do when you're depressed. That's what happened that.
Every single night, she'd run to the store at 10 o'clock at night. Oh, I want carrot cake, Michael. And then she'd run off and be like, oh, okay.
Natalie, I make the best carrot cake. I make amazing carrot cake.
So, anyone?
No, I'm not dating anyone. I'm trying to concentrate on life and things right now. I have some other things that I'm really working on at the moment. I'm trying to get some businesses up and going, and work is still consuming me.
Natalie, you said he was dating someone.
But if he says no, I don't know.
You said you found out from somebody that he wasn't, and then you even seen her picture.
Yes.
There were pictures on the internet of him also.
Mike, what?
No, I'm not dating no one. I'm not dating at all.
So who are the pictures that we were seeing?
When met with a friend, and we hung out and stuff. So I'm not ready to date. I want to get things done, taken care of.
I think you have seen somebody a little bit low-key, maybe, you know? But,
You know, he's so low-key, I can't get a read on him.
You cannot date him, never.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because of his personality.
I'm like, Mike, are you excited? I'm very excited.
That would drive me crazy.
We know that Natalie told you that she had started going out on dates. How did you know when she told you that?
I didn't really even think about it. Like, I don't even really talk to Natalie. She tries to reach out to me all the time, and I don't even respond to her.
No, he doesn't respond.
You're a little cold. I mean, I would die if you were just like, I don't give a fuck about Tanya. I'd be like, oh my God, like, damn.
Mike's a bad man. He's a bad man. Listen. Yo, legit though, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I love the energy from Mike purely because I relate to the same type of energy. You know, if I'm done with someone, I'm done with someone. There's no need for me to respond to you. Why are you reaching out to me? I don't know. You know what I mean? Okay, at the end of the day, if we've had our fun and it didn't work out, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to move on in my life, I'm trying to do better in my life, then, well, I'm going to continue doing that. That's as simple as that. Why respond to you? For what purpose? Where do I benefit now? The benefits that I had from you have gone. Okay, they don't exist anymore, okay? We moved away from each other for a reason, okay? We're not compatible. Simple as that. Keep it moving. You do your thing, I do my thing. I hope you find happiness, and I hope I find happiness too. Simple, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out here that just want to still linger around, you know, old flames that don't exist anymore on both sides. So you can call it cold, but in my opinion, it's not being cold. It's called progression. It's called that I'm trying to go further in life. I'm not trying to hold myself back by, you know, continuing in a path of the past, if that makes any sense. So I respect what Mike is doing personally, because again, I relate to it. Focus on yourself and move forward. You don't need to focus on something that isn't there anymore. That's going to make you stagnant and stay plateaued. Come on now. But hey, that's just me, and that's just Mike too. If you dig what I'm saying, whoop, whoop, I guess we're cold. If I'm cold, man. It is what it is. But I can tell you this right now, because cold as I am, man, is still sex. Yeah.
She just fucking up and left me. She left everything. I gave her everything, and that was good enough for her. So, I mean, I'm not wasting any more of my time.
I don't want to fight with you, okay? Yes. I don't know what to say.
Just get a divorce, and you can go about your way and do whatever you want. But I'm done.
Okay, God bless you.
God bless you, too.
Natalie, we found a never-before-seen clip where you let something slip in an interview with our producers. And I want to get Mike's take on it. Let's take a look.
I'm still married to Michael on paper, and I really hope it will not ruin anything.
You were married 3 times?
Yes, one marriage, I got divorced, I met my second husband, I jumped into marriage. I got divorced, I met Michael, I jumped into marriage. All my life, I've been married.
Mike, did you know that Natalie had been married
to announce that she was married that many times? So
Can I just say something real quick? Natalie is three marriages. There's an alarm going off. I don't know what's happening outside. Anyway, I just say she's married 3 times, but she has the audacity to go and sit there and judge Jesse. I keep telling you guys, all of these cast members, you know, they all just don't like Jesse. It's just that simple, especially Natalie, okay? And come on now, you can't listen. The way I see it, I'm gonna tell you this now. Okay. Sometimes they say the best advice you can get is from people that have actually failed in life, because they can advise you on where you've gone wrong or where they're gone wrong, so you can avoid doing the same thing, which is arguably true. But at the same time, though, getting advice from successful people arguably is stronger. Point I'm trying to make here is that why the hell would I be listening to Natalie when she hasn't even learned from her mistakes? There's a difference with people that have failed multiple times, but then gave up. I can kind of listen to them to a certain degree, you know what I mean? But then there's people who just keep making the same mistake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if the first thing did I just make sense the first bit when they've tried and then they're giving up. That didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. But you get the point I'm trying to say, okay? Come on. Guys, give it to me. Give it to me.
Keep that a secret, which I did for her.
I don't want anymore to get married. It's bad to get married so many times. That's why, like, when he tells me divorce, it's like killing me. Because, oh my God, I can't go through all the shit one more time. I just can't. I don't know what to do. Can't.
Life is complicated and messy, and I think a lot of people who go out with you will understand that, yeah, you might be divorced 3 times, but, like, that's your life story, and, you know, you
I'm not Elizabeth Taylor. It's, like, bad.
But you're thinking so much of society and what the people think of you, and it's just, like she said, life is messy, and that's what it was, and it sucks, but damn.
So, Mike, what is the status? Have you...
She goes, the life sucks, but damn. Says, oh, but damn. For the Tanya! She was saying all the right things, and then goes, but damn. 3 times though, but damn.
You decided to file divorce papers?
Yes.
When do you think you will do that?
In the next couple weeks. I'm ready to move on. 100%.
My dear, the thing is, everybody blame me, but how I left, I wouldn't even take my clothes. I wouldn't even take my clothes. And I rented a room from an old lady, and I begged you, Michael, please put me spare. From the money we earned together, you're boss of the company. You knew how hard I worked on this. I need a real car. Would you answer Natalie? Yes, $3,000, you can buy you a car. No, like, Michael, really, I need a car.
Why am I going to buy you a car, Natalie? Why am I going to buy you a car when you live in Florida?
Did you all file the papers for her green card already?
No.
Wait, pause. Nope. You've never filed papers for your green card?
He filed to change his status.
That's what it is. He's saying they didn't do that.
What do you mean
He had to.
She doesn't have a status. She doesn't have anything.
Wait, you've never filed to adjust your papers?
We did. I don't know why you say no. Why you say no? We did. We did. What does it mean? Can you explain? Michael, please talk.
Never have gotten to that stage for adjust for her status. So, yeah, literally she has no paperwork right now.
What can I do? And if he's just not mine, I'm not a toy. He cannot bring me to another country, make me to survive here, and after send me back. I'm not a toy. You can't do this to me.
That's it, you know? I hope you find someone, Natalie, that makes you happy, and, you know, you have a great family and everything else.
I'm 37. It hurts because I gave you 4 years of my life, and I left you without even taking my clothes.
But you don't love him.
She don't love me. We got married and you were gone in 6 months, Natalie. I took you to my dad's.
I wasn't a priority for you. I just want you to know I did all I could, honestly.
Okay, I have no ill feelings against you, okay? I will always have a spot in my heart for you. It didn't work out. You live in a completely different state. We're not together no more. I'm terribly sorry. It's time. It's been a whole year since you've been home.
Listen, call me cold-hearted, man, but listen, I can only laugh and just be like, ha. Beauty, because the fact is, you know, all she does is sit there, bitches about everybody else, cusses everyone else out, you know what I mean? Obviously, listen, like, what is it, Big Ed's woman, Liz, you know what I mean? She was bitching about her in the last episode. Like, at the end of the day, like, listen, the fact is this, she gives people this energy, and then when it happens to her, she wants people to come around and comfort her. I'm not surprised Debbie's the one comforting, because her and Debbie are the same person anyway, give or take, and they have certain similarities. Actually, no, they don't. No, they don't. They're just both, you know, yeah. But anyway, this is what happens, okay, lady. Like, you know what? I've never liked Natalie from the very beginning, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? The way she was with Mike at the very beginning, I didn't like it. Did I like the way Michael's hurt was with her? Not necessarily, neither. Did I like them both together? No. Did I like them individually? Not really, to be honest with you. This is probably the only time I've actually liked Mike, to be honest with you. But the fact is, though, Natalie's one of those people where she does no wrong. It's everybody else. You know what I mean? If she doesn't understand something, then you explain. What do you mean explain? You're a grown-ass woman. You should know how. She should know to do her own research with her own papers. The fact is, she wanted her life given to her. The same way Jennifer has her life potentially given to her by Jesse, which is the life that she wants, which is why she hates on Jesse so bloody much, because she wished that Jesse was hers. Period. Nah, man, listen, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but you know what? It is what it is, man. 3 times. And let's not forget, let's not forget, Mike wasn't her first ticket to America. Yes, I said it wasn't her first ticket because she had already met numerous men beforehand who were supposed to take her to the States, but it never worked out. Remember that? Remember that episode? That episode was very suspect on her behalf. 6 months she was with him and she left. She bounced after 6 months.
It's okay. Go ahead.
I can't, I will not go there. I will not fucking go to this hell anymore. I can't. Fuck him. File for divorce, fucking dive. Go on the street. Asshole.
Hey, Mike?
Yeah.
How was this Mike's fault? She left him after 6 months. But guess what though? But because she left her clothes there, ladies, you all know what it means when a lady leaves her clothes or her stuff at a man's house. It means that it means that she always have the ability to return. Guess what though? It didn't work for her, did it now? Now she's calling him the a-hole? What did she left him? She picked up and left her. And now she wants a car. Listen, the fact is though, you left him. Why the hell should he be responsible for you? You're a grown-ass woman, 37 years of age, okay? If you leave, that you leave because you've got your shit in order. She left without having her stuff in order. That is just the grand scheme of things, okay? You know what I mean? Like, end of the day, before she left, she should have known how to apply for the green card. She should have known about everything that was spoken about. She should have researched that first, or at least done it after. But she did nothing. She left and decided to live her life, you know, scot-free, like, oh, everything's gonna be okay. I'm probably gonna find another man who's gonna do all these things for me. Guess what? It doesn't turn out that way. She's only crying because she's probably gonna have to go back to her country now, which isn't a bad thing. It's not like Russia is a horrible country. You know what I'm saying? Oh my days. The drama, the dramatics, yes. Yeah, la 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 la.
That was tough.
This is intense, though.
I think the finality of the divorce really just hit her right then and there.
Are there any parting words? I know this has been difficult for you, but is there anything else that you want to say?
No, you know, at one point I wish things would have worked themselves out, but there's no going back. I mean, it is what it is. I got to move forward. You know, I wish Natalie the best. You know, I don't like to see her cry. I hope she finds someone that she truly loves and loves her, and she has a nice, beautiful family like she wants.
And you will be filing for divorce in the next couple of weeks.
Sure about that, right? This is a done deal.
Hey, Mike,
deal?
do you have her clothes? I mean, do you still have her clothes?
I packed up all of her clothes before she even moved to Florida.
Is there any way you can get her stuff to her, or is that possible?
I'll fly it all down there. I'll bring her snowboard stuff. I'll bring the paperwork, and yeah.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you being here. Good luck to you.
Bye,
Thank
Natalie.
you.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, man. Sorry it didn't work out.
Thanks.
Okay.
Wow.
And that brings this tell-all to close. We've seen dramatic confrontations, astonishing revelations, and the full spectrum of emotions. We appreciate you for sharing your experiences with us. We know it isn't always easy. I wish you all the very best in your future journeys. Have a good night.
My God.
I feel bad. Me too.
Oh my God.
It's so bad. Wow.
I definitely, I hope I don't have to even think about this marriage stuff. I can't anymore. I mean, just hurts that he doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, it hurts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for running. I don't know. I'm gonna be fine eventually.
We all go through this crazy relationships, and you'll be okay, Natalie, you know?
I feel terrible. It's a feeling like he gave me, like, die.
Like that he doesn't care what happens to you.
Yes. Like he doesn't give a fuck. No, it pisses me off. He knows that I need money.
If you have the card, though, why not just take the money?
First of all, you don't understand. It's what he says. It's not like it is. No, like he puts a little bit there.
Oh.
It's not like I take any money. Never.
Yeah,
I never
like $3,000 in there you take out.
I never had money to his account. No. I need to ask for his permission to let me to get money. But I cannot without him letting.
I think it's a good riddance in your life, and when he files for divorce, you should celebrate.
Yeah, fuck it, no. I don't want to feel this way. He files for divorce, God bless. Finish. No marriage. I'm done. Okay, guys, I see you. I love you. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
I don't see him off so I don't feel unhappy crying woman, and he would watch me cry and wouldn't even react. I feel bad. I want him to fall for divorce. I just signed whatever he says because I need to start from scratch. I don't know what's gonna. Oh God, New York treating me always with cry. I always cry in New York. Something's wrong with the city, I'm telling you. And I don't have him. I'm alone. I'm totally alone in this country, and I'm feeling scared.
Okay, hey, bro. I love you, bro. My mom and my daughter think I chose her over them, but they're still processing this. But, you know, I love Liz, and I want to spend the rest of my life with her, and that's where I'm at, and that's all I care about.
Do you think it will work itself out in time?
I do. I mean, I've been at my mom's side, literally by her side for the last 39 years, and I think my daughter, over time, you know, will realize that when she sees that it's real and Liz is not hurting me, that she'll come around. That's my hope.
I'll go get a fucking room. Pull up a chair. Take it outside, guys. Probably in a couple of weeks I'll be broken up, so that's a shame. Come here. I'm seriously. I need to. I just worry about you, okay? I know. Right now I'm happy. If he fucks up, I'm sure you won't laugh, so enjoy it while you can. Right. Seriously. But it's her heart, and she should, no. If not, she'll find out. Bye, guys.
No, we're two good-looking people, and we're making shit happen. So people want to judge that. That's all good. You know, let them. Yeah.
It's normal that people see you and throw negativity. That's something that I will expect, but I really don't take it. Like, it doesn't matter to me because I know what I have with Jessie. I know that we share something beautiful. Yeah.
We're gonna meet out, right? I feel a little nervous. I feel like I divulged maybe a little bit too much information, but it's the truth. And he's going to. Where's going? I'm too excited for the future and to experiment more and really just find out exactly what it is that I like.
Yeah, we'll go to time. I'm gonna just.
I can make my own choices, and the world is my oyster.
You know, it's definitely nice to see that me and Tanya were able to break up amicably as much as we can. You know, when you look at these other couples fighting about each other and got lawyers involved, and it just makes me feel a little bit better about my situation with Tanya.
I wish the best for Sinjin, I really do, but I've seen him get in his own way a lot of times. So, I mean, we'll see. Like, I do wish the best for him, and I hope he changes his ways.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
At this moment, I don't see Sinjin and I, like, running that same path as, like, Natalie and Mike have. But who knows? Like, something can come up that, like, really hurts one another, and sometimes you lash out, comes out of anger, and I just pray Sinjin and I can stay on, like, good terms. We broke up, but it was something we both decided to do. You know, if it was my decision first.
I think Vanessa and I are probably through. I think she is throwing me under the bus. Something terribly changed, so I don't know.
I love Debbie. I just want her to understand what she's doing to her son and kind of try to change the dynamic. That's it. You know, she can be a mom forever, obviously, but I need a chance to be able to be a wife.
I'd like to be a husband instead of just a son. I think at least one positive thing, this tell-all has brought us closer together.
Absolutely.
I don't know what they want. She comes first for him, and that's where it stands. I will walk away. I'll let him live his life.
Well, that is the single life tell-all part 2 done. Ah, dear. It's been one hell of a roller coaster, give or take. Season wasn't that great, but the tell-all was definitely explosive, if you dig what I'm saying. End of the day, I said a lot of things, and I think I'll leave it there. Until next time, I guess it is what it is. But hey, guys, thank you so much for your time. Feel free to like, subscribe, and also become a member as well. With that being said, peace.